This video is about getting CANopen and CANopen FD onto the PEAK system MicroMod FD modules. PEAK system offers a variety of I/O modules that are CAN FD capable. Here's the analog modules with various I/Os. Then there are digital modules also with inputs and outputs via connectors. These are in housings. And there's also a bare bone embedded module with an evaluation board. Here the module sits on the evaluation board. To get the software and downloads for activation, let's go to the PEAK webpage, peak-system.com. And in here under Products, we go to Hardware and the I/O modules. Here we have the PCAN MicroMod FD, the evaluation board, and the analog and other I/O boards. If you go down here to the section for downloads, then we have the manual and we have the configuration software. So we need that first. So let's download that. And we also should download the CANopen manual and the CANopen package with the EDS files. So let's get those two. To get started with the hardware setup, we still need a PCAN USB or PCAN USB FD that connects to the PC. Then we have a CAN cabling with the termination resistors connected here to the eval board, the evaluation board of the MicroMod FD. This is the PCAN MicroMod FD configuration software that I just started. The first thing we need to do is connect to a CAN network and CAN hardware. So click on the chain link here. And the default bitrate is 500 kilobit. This one would work, but I prefer selecting already the CANopen standardized communication parameters. So 500 kilobit and 2 megabit is the combination that I would like to have. Connect, and down here in the status line we see we are now connected. You can now click here on the read firmware information. Now the network is checked for modules and there is a module here available. We read the information and right now CANopen FD is not yet activated. What you see here in the middle, the ID, this is the serial number of the module, and we can now unlock CANopen for this serial number. Click on Unlock CANopen, enter the activation code that you either received from us or purchased through one of our web pages or have a trial code that you got, and click on Unlock. Now the unlock process goes through the internet. And now the firmware is activated. It's not yet using CANopen, but we can do firmware settings. And now we can select if we want to run the standard PEAK firmware, we want to run CANopen or CANopen FD. I'll select CANopen FD, select the bit rates, and we can also use a default node ID. This is assigned to this module. So for instance, I'm taking 10 for this one. Simply hit on Apply. And now CANopen is activated and it says using CANopen FD. So let's have a look at the module with another tool. I now started our CANopen Magic Ultimate, and the first thing we need to do again is a network connection, network connect. And I select the combination of 500 and 2000 kilobits, connect. Now we have a connection. But we also have to do some settings for FD. So we go to View Preferences. And as service protocol, let's choose USDO and use baud rate switching. Now let's start the trace recording. And I'll just send a network management master message reset to all nodes to see if the device comes up. And here we have it. Node number 10 is coming up. Now I can switch it to operational and we can see there's a lot of TPDO communication going on. If I set this to a fixed sequence and I now manually turn the potentiometers, then we'll see down here in the TPDO2 that the data changes in accordance to what I put onto the potentiometers.